This is getting controversial now. See, it's not all fun and games. I can still cover serious, hard-hitting news. You're basically watching CNN right now. Christmas is the worst. It really is. I have a sneaking suspicion that everyone secretly hates Christmas and they're all just too afraid to admit it because maybe Santa will give them coal or someone will call them a Scrooge or something like that. But I am standing up and speaking for those of us who cannot speak because we are being drowned out by holiday joy. Christmas is for children under 12, and that is it. After that, it becomes pointless, greedy, and painful. And here's why. Christmas music, it's the worst. Except for a few exceptions every year, it's the same songs that have been drilled into my head since birth. I am essentially forced to listen to the same 15 or 20 songs for 2 months of the year, every year, for my entire life. That's like... one. I have a direction in my notes that says pretend to be bad at math, even though you actually are. That's like 15% of my life dedicated to keeping Michael Bublé's career alive and letting Mariah Carey feel like she's still relevant. Oh, clicky thing with my hair that I can't do. And apparently we all took her super seriously this year. I won't ask for much this Christmas. I won't even wish for snow. Yeah, apparently none of us did. I think we all know who's to blame for global warming. So we have these same few songs, and then every year a new artist will come along and try to put a new spin on it. But all it does is make it confusing by changing the beat and making it harder to sing along to. And then they eventually die. The song, not the artist. The artist might die sometimes, but it's usually unrelated. Speaking of death, such a bad transition, but we're going with it. I would like to posit a theory. See how smart I sound? I went to college. No biggie. That there are more suicides of retail employees between Black Friday and Christmas than there are during the rest of the year combined. It must just be the worst. I've never worked retail, but I have shopped retail, and I hate it. And I hate shopping so much. And if I hate it this much, imagine if it was my job. I'm getting depressed just thinking about it. Not to mention, there's always Christmas music playing. The same 5 songs over and over again. I don't think it's unrealistic to say that suicides of retail employees and radio DJs goes way up during the holidays. Also, don't call it a holiday. A holiday implies vacation, and Christmas is never a vacation. Even Christmas Vacation, especially Christmas Vacation. That whole movie didn't go down so well, now did it? Christmas is one of the most stressful times of the year for everyone, and the reasons are cooking and buying gifts. Now, I suck at cooking, so that one's obvious. But I am great at buying gifts. I should rephrase. I'm really good at buying gifts for people that I know really well. But every year you have those weird in-laws that come into town that you only ever see at Christmas, and you're expected to buy them a heartfelt and thoughtful gift. No way. Not happening. I know nothing about this person. We have nothing in common as far as I can tell. And even if we do have something in common, well, I wouldn't know now, would I? Because we only ever see each other once a year for Christmas. Sorry, people just stress me out. I'm not antisocial, but I'm basically as human interaction averse as you can get before being considered antisocial. I like talking to someone for 20 minutes and then running away to my room and hiding in there for the rest of the week. Except during Christmas, your room doesn't exist. It's been taken over by your weird cousins that are totally gonna go through all your stuff and touch it with their gross, sticky hands. When I still lived with my parents, it was a real struggle, but now that I have my own place, I have my own little hideaway where I can stay for extended periods of time. And when I say extended, I mean extended. I've never just not been feeling well so often in my life. And I hate receiving gifts. I know what kind of a monster am I, but I'm sure there are tons of other people like me. People that are forced to pretend that we like gifts just so as to not offend the rest of society. I mean, I like getting gifts when they're really cool and unexpected and useful, but that rarely happens, and it happens even less once you become a fully grown, mature adult, such as myself. I don't need more things cluttering up my life. Plus, I'm a bit of a hoarder. Not like a real hoarder. Please, don't send camera crews to my house. It's not clean for company. At all. Ever. So I have a really hard time getting rid of even the awful stuff that my grandma bought me 5 years ago. Plus, I'll buy my own stuff, thank you very much. For example, the only thing that I really wanted for Christmas this year was an Xbox. But my parents aren't going to buy that for me. They're way too cheap. And even if they weren't, they would judge me for it. There's just no winning. So then I have to go buy it for myself, and then I have no money left to buy gifts for other people. So I hope you enjoyed this fun-filled and festive look into just a handful of reasons why Christmas is the worst. And before you ask, for Christmas this year, I got socks and cash. Best Christmas ever. Although we probably aren't going to take our tree down until mid-February, which means it's only 4 months until halfway to Christmas. And then it's only 3 months away from the crazy people starting to get excited, which is only 1 month away from the rest of the world getting excited, which is still 2 months away from it actually being Christmas again. It never ends. I talk with my hands so much and you can't even see it. Like, if you think there's a lot up here, oh, yeah. Not gonna, okay. Calm down. Getting a little worked up there. That's what I'm trying to say, but like the funny version of that. With their gross, sticky hands. Also, don't call it the holidays. Holidays implies, oh my goodness, my neighbor will not stop walking so loudly. Is that right? I mean, it's not, I'm just making up statistics, but it's totally right. And I should be spending it on my, no. This is why you read the script. And to letting Mariah Carey still like, dang it, that was gonna be so good. Oh, dang it. Also, don't call it a holiday. A holiday, oh my goodness, seriously? Seriously. What is she doing? Stick to the script. Yes. Yes. That whole movie. What is she doing? Seriously, what is she doing? I won't ask for much this Christmas. I won't even wish for snow.